Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A leading up to The Walking Dead Season 7. It's been a few days since I've done one, so definitely wanted to do one with you guys today. Got some random questions, and we'll start with, have I changed my death predictions or who I think is going to be killed off in Season 7 since doing the video? Yeah, so it's been almost a week. It's been 6 days. I counted. Can't let it go a week without at least one Walking Dead video. Regardless, I don't care what we got to talk about, what we got to do. It doesn't matter. Got to do it. Just felt so weird not posting one, for a little while for you guys. So my apologies for that, guys. Just got kind of backlogged with all the craziness from Game of Thrones this weekend with the Battle of the Bastards and being one of the best episodes of any series ever. Probably the best episode I've ever seen of any show. It's just pretty amazing. If you haven't checked out Game of Thrones, highly recommend it. I find that most people who like Walking Dead should pretty much cross over like it, unless you really hate fantasy and that kind of stuff, or sword fighting, which I have no issues with. It's pretty awesome. So, but for season 7, so back to the regular stuff, back to The Walking Dead, as usual. Backdrop, usual thing, people whining in the Game of Thrones videos. Oh, sure, Game of Thrones something wrong. The channel's more Walking Dead than it is Game of Thrones. So the first question for this one came from Freeland256, and he said, "Hey Trev, Q&A or maybe for a video, since there has been a lot of different stories, pictures, and speculation about who Negan lucilled. Have you changed your mind on who you think dies? I would like to hear your thoughts and also read your poster's thoughts." I'm not sure what you mean by that, but as a video creator, I guess. So do my death predictions, have my death predictions changed since the season has ended? Since I did that video, it was about a week after. Within a week of when Season 6 ended, the Season 6 finale, I did that. So, to be clear, I'm pretty much staying my head out of spoilers this year. When I heard about, and I saw a lot of different sites, that the Spoiling the Dead fans on Facebook pretty much were contacted by AMC that they didn't really want them to, to really spoil anything to do with the death and that kind of thing. I've pretty much been keeping my head out of it. I know there's some stuff online, there's some fake pictures and stuff like that that's been posted, or fan trailers and stuff like that. People have asked me if I've kind of seen it. I'm kind of staying out of it this year for the most part, even though I usually like to see it, because if AMC's not really cool with it, then I try to kind of stay out of it. So no, my death predictions, that video that I did, I'll put the link in the description if you guys haven't seen it. It pretty much stands. My first reaction was I thought it was Glenn right off the bat, and as soon as season finale had ended that same night. And I still think it is. I mean, yes, there was the incident where him and Norman Reedus, him and Daryl were there, and there was a car accident and stuff like that when they first started filming in that, or within like a couple weeks of filming. And even still, I still think Glenn is most likely. You never know for sure, but it seems like it. And like I said, I'm keeping my head out of spoilers. For all the rest, they're pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed because there hasn't been anything like released this year that has totally. I've actually been impressed with AMC. They've been able to, for the most part, lock up the death so that it hasn't been totally leaked or it hasn't been totally spoiled, which I did not think they were going to be able to do. I did not think they were going to be able to not get it spoiled. After the finale, when I did my review, that's what I said, is that at some point this summer it's going to get leaked or it's going to get spoiled or something. So somebody's going to figure it out, find out or something. And for the most part, that's not true. They've been able to keep it under wraps for the most part. So that's cool. So no, everything I thought then is pretty much the same thing as I think now, and there hasn't been any major spoilers to change my thoughts, Freeland. So just to kind of post as an update in that, in case any of you guys were wondering, no, I'm still thinking pretty much the same thing as I thought then, in the predictions that I made then, right after it aired, basically, right after it finished, the finale finished. So it hasn't really changed. Next one's from Wootpie, and he says, what if the trailer at Comic-Con is just all 11 death scenes? That'd be frigged up. So I wanted to include this one because you're absolutely right. That would be really messed up if they just use the trailer in July at Comic-Con, which is, to be honest, I look forward to that trailer for months at this time of the year. Every year I can't wait to see the trailer, and every year I'm satisfied pretty much with the trailer. I can't think of a season where they showed us a trailer where I was like, oh, that sucks. No, I always get really excited for the trailer. I love to see it. And this one, though, if they did just show us like every character getting lucilled, it would be crazy and it would get a lot of attention. It'd probably be on the front page of YouTube, I bet you, as like the top video released at Comic-Con, that kind of deal. But I'd like to see some stuff from the season 2 and what's going to happen, what we're going to see. But if they do include anything in the trailer regarding the actual death itself at that time in the scene, now that we know that they filmed a separate death sequence with Negan for every character, we won't be able to tell based on the trailer in that sequence, if someone's killed, if they show Rick getting bashed or something, which I wouldn't put it beyond AMC to do that. I would expect them to do something like that, to be honest, knowing their track record and who they are and how they like to mislead us with trailers. I would almost say maybe they'll do something like that, like they'll put in Rick or Carl or somebody like that, maybe getting bashed or something, like part of one of the deleted scenes that probably would be on the Blu-ray from one of the other characters. And that would be funny for just to set the internet ablaze. It probably will. And that's what I would do if I was editing. Like if I was editing their stuff, that's what I would do personally, because it will work. It will get everybody to be like, oh shit. But then it will be different when the season, premieres. So we can basically expect that. But I'll do breakdowns with you guys and stuff when the trailer hits. The usual stuff is every year, and we'll dissect it and we'll get in there and we'll look at it and we'll figure out what's going on. Next one's from Dylan George, and he says, "Hey Trev, what do you think is going to happen with Tara's character going into next season? I really enjoy Tara's character, but she doesn't do much. And now that they have killed off Denise, what do you see them doing with her? I can't see them killing her off until she does more. She has not done much in the show at all, and she's been around for a while now. Yeah, but Noah was kind of the same way. So I don't know if you can go based on that, because Noah was killed off before, and because you had the Beth death, and then Noah survives from that story arc. But then they never really use him that much, aside from maybe growing a relationship with Glenn, that kind of deal. Granted, it was a sad death and everything. It was shocking and crazy and everything. So I guess I didn't hate it, but I don't think you can go just based on that. Sometimes they throw in, especially when it comes to C characters or D characters, they throw in different stuff. Granted, I put Tara probably at a B character right now. A-listers are like your, Rick, Carl, Michonne, like the front group. In the comic book series, Andrea, stuff like that. So just to be clear. I am hoping we see her and Heath out on their run and get development from both of them, because I think it is greatly needed. Thanks. I really hope you get my question. So I did, Dylan. So what do I think they'll do with Tara? I think Tara's probably good for a little while, but I do think eventually she will probably be killed off. I could see them using her maybe at the end of No Way Out or something as like a main character death, because she's like a B-level character at this point. I wouldn't say a C character. I'd say B, yeah. So maybe in a couple seasons is my short answer to you, but maybe not right away. Next one's from Crosser512100, and he says, "Hey Trevor, have you seen the trailer for Containment coming in July 2016? It looks really good. I've heard about Containment, but I haven't seen it myself yet or anything. But I could check it out. I'm always down for zombie shows, illness, infection shows, and stuff like that. I always like those, or comic books." Next one's from Jax10 Landry, and he says, "Hey Trev, I've been needing some videos on The Walking Dead." Well, this one's for you, man. I know you're kind of busy. The videos include lots of Q&As, but I'm out of questions right now. I'm thinking you could do a top 10 that you haven't already done, and that would be, who are the top 10 hottest guys on the show. So I will have to get really low on video ideas to do a top 10 hottest guys in The Walking Dead. But just to say, it's pretty easy for the top few. You got to put Daryl at number 1. You're probably going to put Rick at number 2. And then maybe who else? Maybe Negan in a couple seasons, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Maybe some of the chickies will like him. I don't know. We'll have to see the response and how that works and how that goes. I think there's enough that like Glenn out there. And who else we got? I mean, we got lots of male characters. So but that'd probably be your top. But no, I do not think I would do a video for just that. It'd just be so weird, man. Also because I find I'm not a good judge of character for good-looking men. I can't really judge so well. Like sometimes you might have women that think a certain man is good-looking, and I may think he's ugly or scruffy or something like this. So everyone has their own tastes, and at least I personally find it difficult to judge men. So it's what it is. At least I like to tell myself that. Next one's Luke Dog 15, and we'll just do a couple more. He says, do you think episode 701 has the potential to surpass No Way Out? If not, do you think that it will be better than No Sanctuary? What it seems like right now is the writers and actors are telling us it will, quote unquote, blow our minds. They always say that. The same thing they told us for the episodes like what happened and what's going on and First Time Again. I'm not saying those two episodes were bad. They just did not live up to the hype that was set. Well, they're always saying that. They're trying their best, right? So it's to outdo themselves and to do great. So this is what it is. But do I think it'll be better than No Way Out? No, I don't think the season 7 premiere will be better than No Way Out. I don't think it'll be better than No Sanctuary either. Just based on the storyline and what it looks like, it'll be brutal to start. But after that, I'm a little bit, unless they go with really fast pacing, based on the comic book series storyline from that part, it's not the most exciting part of the entire series of The Walking Dead. It builds to something new, but it's a lot like the season 6 premiere maybe, where you've got a lot of stuff happening and a lot of stuff going on, but it's not like No Way Out in terms of like a climactic episode. At least that looks like it from the comic books, but we'll see if the season 7 premiere they add some stuff in or they make it even crazier, because I have heard stuff like that. Norman Reedus in an interview and some of the others as well too, as usual, or saying the usual stuff. So we'll just do a couple more, but no, I don't think, just to answer your question simply, I don't think season 7 premiere is going to be better than No Way Out. No. Next one's from Otter058. He says, will the survivors use the tunnel again that is underneath Alexandria? Kind regards, Kevin from the Netherlands. I would think so. I mean, they showed it to us almost for no reason, it seemed like. Well, sort of, but I think maybe they could. If Negan and the Saviors attack or something, maybe they could go under there, kind of come out and gank them or something. So that'd be cool to see if they would use it like that. I mean, it is useful for tactical purposes, and if Negan and the Saviors are trying to shoot him down or something, they get down in the sewer, come up behind him or something. So I do think we will actually, but probably not right away in season 7. Maybe like halfway through or season 8 or something like that. And the last one will be from James Mundell 32, and he says, hey Trev, big fan of the channel. I have a question for your Walking Dead Q&A. Do you think season 7 we will meet another new community besides the Kingdom? So we have the Saviors, if you count that, that's a new community, I guess. We have, of course, the Hilltop, and then, of course, we have the Kingdom, which is going to be coming up in season 7. But do I think we'll get another one on top of that? I doubt it. I don't think so, unless they decide to add in some extra stuff. But the thing is that they're going into this the Savior storyline so quickly that unless they show us unless they do something with that, I mean, that's a difficult storyline to chop up. It's kind of like putting in another storyline in season 3 when you have the governor. People were even complaining about Rick going to get guns from Morgan in season 3. So it's a little bit weird to put in extra stuff during a battle or an ongoing kind of feud between two groups. It's a little weird to add in extra stuff. I mean, you can do it, and maybe we'll see that, but there's no way to know for sure, but I kind of think based on the storyline, probably not. We probably won't, because we're already seeing so many anyway. If they're for them to add more, it's like, is it really necessary? Probably not. And that'll be it for today's Q&A. But guys, feel free to send me any other questions you have. It's the best time of the year to ask questions for The Walking Dead for the channel if you want to see me answer them, because there isn't as much to talk about as usual. So send me what you got. And if you guys like this video, the usual stuff, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. If you have video suggestion for The Walking Dead, you can also private message it to me or just leave it in the comments below, and I'll take it in consideration, because we got some time until the trailer comes up and that kind of stuff, and I still want to be active producing Walking Dead videos for you guys and talking about it with you guys, because it's my favorite series of all time. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again real soon for another one, probably tomorrow or the next day. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya. You better subscribe.